What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another TTG tutorial, and welcome to the channel if you're new here. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do the Weeknd's makeup from his music video of Blinding Lights. Before we get into it though, here is a list of the items you'll need. Liquid foundation, I'm using this one from Passion, but you can use whatever brand you'd like. A makeup palette with these colors on it. Brown face paint. A textured beard sponge. A makeup palette with this purple and this blue on it. A black eyeliner and a sharpener, a grease makeup palette with at least this black and red on it, and lastly just some makeup brushes and applicators to help you put on the makeup. So without further delay, let's get into it. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to do is put foundation on. You're going to want to use a foundation that best matches your own skin tone to make sure your skin looks nice and smooth and unblemished. We're also not going to use it over the entirety of the face, but just the parts that need it, such as scabs, pimples, bruises, anything you want to cover up to make your face look nice and smooth. Next, we're going to take this textured beard sponge and our brown face paint and dab on a beard. Dip the corner of your sponge into the paint like so, and following the contours of your cheeks, if you push your jaw forward and purse your lips like this, we're going to draw a bit of a guideline for where the beard must go, and we'll dab it on like so. Try to make both sides as symmetrical as possible, but even if you can't, that's okay. Even the Weeknd's beard is not the neatest, so if it's slightly off or non-symmetrical, there's no reason for you to start all over again. Once you've filled in the beard, you could also dab and blend down spots where it looks a bit dark, just to make the beard texture a bit more subtle. Okay guys, so now this next step is totally optional. I'm going to take my brown face paint with a small applicator, and using my natural frown lines as a guide, I'm going to trace darker ones to add depth to my forehead and make my natural ones look more pronounced. Now using our finger, we're going to blend them in just so they're a bit more subtle. This effect is to add depth to the forehead, and it's kind of something I decided to try last minute. Unfortunately it worked, but if you'd like, you guys can skip this step and you can wait until the end, and if you still feel like you need to add them, go right ahead. Now we're going to take our black eyeliner, make sure it's nice and sharp, and we're going to draw our moustache on. Now the Weeknd almost has a sort of Jack Sparrow mixed with handlebar looking moustache, but I'm using this picture I found online as my guide, and I will link it down below for you guys at the bottom of the description to follow along with. We're also going to darken our eyebrows just a little bit so that the color of our eyebrows matches our moustache better. Obviously if you already have pretty dark eyebrows, this step is not necessary. Next we're going to take our makeup palette, and using this red and an applicator, we're going to draw the sort of guideline as to where the bruising and battery on the face is going to be. We are going to go along the ridge of our inner eye socket on both sides, the inner parts of our eyelids, also along the crease lines of our upper nose we make when we frown. Again, I'm using this picture as my guide, and I will link it down below for you guys. Also going to draw a really nice line underneath the eyes. The Pennywise-like line I'm drawing on my right eyebrow is going to act as the guide for when we do the eyebrow gash you see here. Then we're going to draw this arrow-like mark on the bridge of our nose, as well as go lightly into the side folds of our nostrils. Then we're going to make this very simple mark on our lip. And last, we're going to touch up any spots where we need to, also fill in wherever it is needed. Next we're going to take our palette with this blue on it, and we're going to go over a few of our red spots, such as here on the left eyebrow, underneath the left eye, the left nose fold, on our torn lip, our main nose wound, under the other eye, and a very little bit on this line going up and past our right eyebrow. Now we're going to take this purple color, and using our finger, we're going to go in on the inner eye sockets, nose crease, up the eyebrow and torn lip, and blend it in to make this sort of bruised look effect. Now we're going to take our grease makeup palette, and using this almost crimson color, we're going to highlight and blend the areas that would be darker, including the inner eye sockets, inner eye socket ridge, under the eyes, main nose wounds, lip, and up the eyebrow wound. This is to make certain that all the areas of the makeup that are supposed to be deep cuts look deep. Next we're going to go in with the black on our grease makeup palette and a makeup brush, and we're going to put a little bit of black on our eyebrow wound, eyelids, nostrils, nose and lower lip. Just be careful not to add too much black to any of the areas I'm showing you to, because we don't want the black to overpower the other colors. This step is again to add more depth and layers to our wounds without the aid of prosthetics. After that I'm also just going to put more red in my nostrils, then go over that with a bit more black, again to sort of layer it and give it that dry blood look. And lastly, we're going to take this yellow grease makeup color and using a very small splotch on our finger, we're going to lightly dab it onto the outer half of our eyelids that we left bare from earlier. This is going to give it that sort of off yellow color, as well as add to the damaged look of the skin combined with the other colors we've used. And there we go you guys, that's how you do the Weeknd's makeup from Blinding Lights. If you got value from this video, please be sure to smash that like button down below and possibly even subscribe if you enjoy my content. If you'd like to see some of my other makeup tutorials, click here. If you'd like to see some of the other stuff I've done, click here. To subscribe, click here or here. And until next time, stay awesome, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.